All right, everybody. This is the final lesson, lesson 4 for Unit 2, pages 46 to 52 of your Grammar Explorer textbook. So, in this lesson, we will learn and practice the phrase used to in affirmative and negative statements and questions. And we'll also look at would. So, let's start with used to. Used to. We use the phrase used to express a habit or state in the past that no longer exists. So it's, again, this is for the past. For example, I used to run several times a week. Now I don't. I used to live in a small town. I live in a city now. I didn't used to eat meat. I do now. So you see, the used to plus the verb is used to talk about the past, but not one time in the past, something that was a habit or a routine in the past. I used to run, I used to live, I didn't used to eat meat, okay? So used to emphasizes that the past action was a habit, not just a one-time event. Compare these two sentences for me. I went to the beach last weekend. Simple past, right? It happened once. I used to go to the beach every weekend when I was a kid. So this was continuous or a habit in the past. But again, not true today. And of course, be careful with the negative. So this is incorrect. She didn't used to like pizza. The correct way is she didn't used to like pizza. So if you use the negative, you have to use the verb use without D. So in the first example, used with a D, incorrect. So she didn't used to like pizza. How do we use this in questions? So when a question includes did, we need to use used to, not used to. Did you used to live here? Okay, not used to live here. Did you used to live here? Where did she used to work? Okay, so in both examples, you see we don't use used. It's use with no D. And here are some more examples. Did they used to get good grades? Yes, they did, or no, they didn't. Where did she used to live? San Diego. Who used to teach this class? Professor Ortiz. Okay, so in the first two examples, we have used no D because of did, right? Did they used to, where did? But the last example, there's no verb do, no did. So we use used with a D. Who used to teach this class? Okay, let's look at the word would. So we can use would to talk about a repeated past action or habit that no longer exists. So very similar to used to. In high school, we would play soccer every afternoon. So we're talking about the past, but not one time in the past, many times. As a child, he wouldn't study, but he would get good grades. Okay, so again, past actions or habits, but not only one time. Some more examples. They would play chess on rainy days when they were children. She would study all night when she took chemistry. We would never go to the beach during the winter holidays. Okay, so again, would is to talk about the past, but not one time in the past. It's many times. So if you're talking about a situation or state, we do not use would. So for example, incorrect. There would be a library on this street. This is not the correct usage of would. There used to be a library on this street. He wouldn't live on Palm Street. No, this is a state or a situation. He didn't used to live on Palm Street. Okay, that's the end of Unit 2. You can do your classwork now. And again, don't forget to turn it in on Canvas so you can get your points. Thank you very much.